Hello and welcome to ATFX's Reserve Bank of New Zealand Interest Rate Decision Preview. My name's Nick Twidale, I'm the Chief Market Analyst, and as always, please do subscribe to our channel if you want to be kept up to date with all that's going on in financial markets. So today we're going to look at what we can see probably from a trading opportunity for the Kiwi dollar, and maybe have a little look at the Kiwi yen and Aussie Kiwi as well. It is a big rate decision from the RBNZ. It comes tomorrow, and they are fully expected to keep rates on hold. I say fully expected, but there's about 15% chance priced into the market that we may see another 25 basis points cut. Now, the RBNZ has got not ahead of itself, but it has been in a nice easing cycle recently. We've seen six repeat 25 basis point cuts. I think we've lost about 225 basis points since the high that we got in that sort of post-COVID period. And the RBNZ has been cutting rates for very good reasons. Data has been coming a lot softer. Housing market, a very big consideration in New Zealand, has been looking a bit soft, as has the jobs market. Data recently has still been soft, but we've seen a little bit of a pickup, and we feel that's enough, and most of the economists in the market feel that's enough, that we'll just have a pause on that easing cycle, but they'll probably go again later. And what we'll be looking for, we don't get a press conference tomorrow, but we do get a statement from Christian Hawkesby, and that's where we're going to be looking for any changes. Obviously, if we do get a cut, that's going to see some big moves in the market, and if we get a more hawkish indication from the statement, then we're probably going to see some big moves in the market as well. So we'll have a focus on what the Kiwi dollar's doing. It is at interesting trading levels, and obviously, even though we've got this very, very key fundamental update coming tomorrow, we are seeing moves in the market on the back of US tariffs. That has affected the Kiwi, and they are taking that into consideration in their thoughts. So without any further ado, I'll take us over to our charts, just have a little look where the Kiwi is sitting and where we can see some trading opportunities in the next couple of sessions. So this is the daily chart of the Kiwi dollar, and as we can see with the Kiwi dollar and with most of the majors, we've seen a big, depreciation in the US dollar and appreciation in the Kiwi since this is back towards Liberation Day. I think Liberation Day is here. And then bang, we've seen a really good move to the top side in the Kiwi, and that lines up with the general dollar move we've seen. But over recent sessions, and as this week's tariff concerns have increased, we've seen the dollar increase in value and the Kiwi come down. Now, the Kiwi and its cross-Tasman cousin, the Aussie, will react harder if we are going to see global growth decrease, because both are exporting countries. So here we've seen a move back down to 60 cents, and it's positioning the Kiwi nicely for potential moves coming up tomorrow on the back of the RBNZ. A decent knockdown from highs. These highs came, look, there we go, just above 61 cents. We're back to 60 cents. So a good big figure down. Little jump this morning on news from President Trump that tariffs may get an extension past the August 1st deadline. But really what we're looking for tomorrow is that fundamental change in any outlook. So anticipation is we're probably going to be somewhere in this recent range when we get towards the rate announcement tomorrow. What we're looking for. So no change. We're probably not going to see too much of a movement, but it will come on any indication on a slightly more dovish outlook, which is kind of expected from the market. So if we hear them confirming that we're going to get one, maybe two rate cuts, and we're looking for interest rates to dip under 3% in New Zealand, then expect that to extend this move further south. We've got support coming in around about 59.20, probably this time tomorrow we'll be about 59.25, 59.50 will be a good level. Next level comes down to this low that we saw previously down at 58.81 and ties in with that 58.45. So some good support trend lines coming in there. If we see those break on a much more dovish RBNZ, it could really get these moves cranking up. Conversely, if we feel that if the RBNZ indicate that they feel they've done enough, we could see a bit of a relief rally, and that would take us back up to these levels. Obviously, highs just around 60. This is a really long-term trend line that goes all the way out to a couple of years ago. So as you can see, that resistance level coming in now at about 161.45. If it goes up there and it breaks, this could be a fresh new range topside. That will probably tie in with some dollar selling. So let's just have a little look about this on the slightly shorter term chart. This is the hourly chart. Gives you kind of it's very much the similar sort of levels that we've seen, but just probably in a little bit more little bit more depth, and here we go. So there we go. There's those levels we were talking about. Coming in here, 59.70. The low down here, 58.82. Same levels, a breakdown here with a more dovish RBNZ. And it could coincide with a strengthening in the US dollar, especially if tariffs come out and are confirmed as higher than expected. It leads to inflationary conditions in the US. We could see these moves really accelerate over the next few weeks. Breaks lower than here and through this 200-day moving average really would open up a way for more downside down to these previous lows. Look at that shocking trend line that we got there. Conversely, of course, a move back up, and that's 61.50, that just above 61.50 or 61.64. That level is really key for the top side as well. So for Kiwi traders out there, I think we're going to get some big moves tomorrow. And the interesting thing is going to be to see how hard and how fast they go. Don't get me wrong, the dollar will probably dictate the overall move over the next few weeks, but we could see some great opportunities to jump on the back of short-term moves on the back of this RBNZ rate announcement. As you can see here, I've just moved over. Just have a quick look at Kiwi yen, sitting at a very nice level as well, similar to the Kiwi dollar. We're sitting on recent highs. This could really be, I'm going to bring us back into a much tighter, this could be an opportunity. So yen's obviously moving hard on the tariff updates, and this is a special one really for tomorrow in the current environment. If we do see yen selling coming in, which has come in quite strongly on the back of President Trump's Japan-specific tariff updates, something like the Kiwi yen could really motor to the top side. So you go with a tariff implementation of 25% from the US on Japan. And if we get a much less dovish RBNZ than we're expect a break of this top side trend line. There you go, coming in at 87.65. So only 50 points away, and it could open the way back up to 90 for that Kiwi yen. So that's kind of a little special one we've thrown on the end there. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Good luck with your trading, and keep an eye on what the RBNZ do. Thank you very much.